Ну что ж, ребят, всем наидобрейшего времени суток.
And for more Wednesday action, I better see all you high flyers at Dunk Fest, where you can earn prizes by working with the community to reach the target number of dunks. To recap, here's our big board of upcoming events in the neighborhood. Substitute 2K MC out. I'm gonna hit the 2K beach and tan for a little bit.
Beautiful view of the stunning and historic City Hall. Welcome everyone to our broadcast here in Philadelphia. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin. Reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
Well, thanks, David. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you to...
The 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Hill, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Green. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
1:31 left to play in the first. Lock at 6. Alec Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Both free throws good from Hill.
You know, the former late first-round pick, Hill, has really developed into a reliable shooter and wing defender. He's got good speed, gets to the rim with ease, and passes the ball well, too.
To the paint, here's Mr. Perfect. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. Howard, the pass to Korkmaz. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
76ers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
And the basket is in from Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got 6 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. A 3-pointer, no good.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. The Lakers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. 76ers trail by 5. Simmons working around. Pass to Maxey. There's Korkmaz. Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 6. Here's Caruso. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Lakers ahead, up 2. Live from Philadelphia. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come here, you want to make an impact.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, at his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game break wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
59 seconds left in the first half. Outside Hill. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one comes up a bit short. Lakers trail by 3. Pass to Caruso. Here's Mr. Perfect. A 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Mr. Perfect's got 9 points.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Outside, Simmons. 12 seconds left to play in the first half. To the left side wing. A fadeaway. That shot is off.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the court.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out. Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Hill, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Danny Green. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Marc Gasol. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Mr. Perfect. And it's Caruso in at the point. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Hill passes to Korkmaz. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Simmons. And they get it. And Simmons slams it in.
What touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And another 3 for the Lakers.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The pass to Hill. Back to Simmons. Fires from deep. Korkmaz, no
tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. That no good.
You're not going to see that very often. He space, but he just plays and he whiffs on that. And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Simmons left side. Shoots over Kuzma. And slammed in by Howard.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Caruso, the pass to Mr. Perfect. From deep. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Howard, that's good.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call a court dish.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that.
And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid comes in for George Hill. And it's Green in for Curry. The Lakers also changing it up. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for Gasol. Dudley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mr. Perfect.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's Green. Then there's Embiid. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The free throw drops for Embiid.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
And the 76ers making a change here. Reed's checked in. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Philadelphia with the ball. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Throws it up high.
And it's just competing, and, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Back to Tolliver. Here's Feibel. It's off. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
It's playoff time, so we've got some NBA playoff trivia, and we're going way back. Now, the Boston
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to Noche en Dia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you very much.
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
That's it. And the Clippers starting five. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Leonard in at the platoon swap here for the Lakers. A different look for the Clippers. The Lakers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Looking to end the run. A wide open look here for Ibaka. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Kuzma. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Lakers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
What's up?
That one misses for Kuzma.
And the edge Kuzma plays with is terrific. A tough, versatile player who plays with a real hunger to keep getting better.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Gets a very good look and converts. Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Kuzma. Fires the 3. Horton Tucker, good. Horton Tucker's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Zubats.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Mr. Perfect, the pass to Gasol. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Ibaka. And the rejection by Ibaka. Kennard kicks to Zubats. That 3 off the mark. Here's Horton Tucker. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
They built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. Bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma.
You know, for me, it's super cool. Just
Kuzma Dragon. Team swap here for the Clippers. The Clippers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. To get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
LeBron James is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Matthews. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Laker 5. And he makes the first.
О, батя, привет, привет. Как дела? Как поживаешь, как здоровье? Я вот тут, видишь, спортом занимаюсь.
So he hits both. Clippers trail by 17. Leonard the pass to Cousins. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons.
А, ну было время тоже как-то зайчика ловил. Заварку на глаза прикладывал. Денек-то точно, блин, нет, трубу-то тут вылетел.
Mr. Perfect, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Lakers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in.
Давай, соберись.
He's off on the second.
Пиздец, хреново штрафные. Не, лучше глазам дай отдохнуть.
That's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Сегодня пусть глаза отдохнут уже, а завтра смотри уже как получится. Не, на клавиатуре джойстик где-то лежит, но сейчас копошиться не хочется. Да и так справляюсь. На джойстике это с кем-то надо играть.
Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sport. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. LeBron is doubled. He's looking for Harrell and finds him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
George finds Leonard.
Ну, не совсем удобно, но я привык.
4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. Here's Matthews, and it's Matthews with the jam.
Changing ends.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Baca comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Outside Rondo. Here's Kennard. A rebound by the Lakers.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, Kennard. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And it's blocked.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy. Wasn't letting that shot get off. And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
The Lakers have had 12 attempts.
Давай, выздоравливай.
Clippers shooting 43% for the game. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Passes to Zubac. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 50 seconds left in the third. Here's Mr. Perfect. And another three for the Lakers. The break, we know what kind of energy the junior plays with on the floor. That's led to energy company Mobil 1 reaching out for him to be a spokesman.
And it just feels like all the Fortune 100 companies are reaching out to Junior. This guy's destined for greatness, and the offers are just rolling in.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
The Clippers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Caruso, the pass to Mr. Perfect. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Well, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Outside for George. 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Mr. Perfect. Underneath the clock. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the...
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Mr. Perfect. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
They retain possession. Oturu's shot is off.
And that's the battle. They haven't been linked. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Jackson misses. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Dudley. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And there it is for him.
Здорово, Колян, как дела?
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Farrell. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
On the basket, Caruso. Here's Mr. Perfect. Steps back and shoots. And another basket for the Lakers.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
And there's the call on Mr. Perfect.
А у меня уже хочется ложаться.
On the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in
Смачный блокшот.
because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they made.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost
almost a perfect game, and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time. To Noche and beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the player's jersey. Tonight, a celebrate, and with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you.
And Shaq, you were the dominant force of your era. You could argue LeBron has dominated his as well. When you think about his greatness as a player, what stands out to you?
The Trailblazers. Zach Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Eric Pascal comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Pop. Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Mr. Perfect. Hands it from downtown. And Beats has quite the all-star roster, don't they, of NBA representatives. You can add Junior now to their list of spokesmen.
Ну как эпики раздали, вот считай. На следующий день установил.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
First free throw is good.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The Lakers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
A nightly double-double machine. Andre Drummond gives you reliable production.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pulls up, high post. And that one goes long. Lakers leading by 6. And he makes good on the layup. Drummond's got 9.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Portland, no good that time either.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Count it.
Я баскетбол, когда как. Когда смотрю, ну лучше играть нравится. Давай, Леброн, дам. У меня пока игрок не скилловый. Потом, когда скиллы уже будет, можно будет вообще тут нормально исполнять. И получается, по сетке, когда играешь в уличный баскетбол, надо, короче, в карьере персонажа качать, чтобы им играть. Вот получается, я там 60, а остальных там я видел по 99 бегают пацаны. Да, графу вообще четко подтянули. Я на клаве играю, на джойстике, это если с кем-то играть надо будет. А так, в принципе, что тут? Комп есть, боты есть, боты.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been a better team so far.
Here are the five. Portland has to start the second quarter.
Красиво.
Turning up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Eric Pascal out there with Collins, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries, and they fell short of their goals. Star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want to."
Да что, с Эпика не забрал, понятно, баскетбол.
Things didn't go my way, but they know my character is true. Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity is ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Оп. Не думали, что я буду бросать, я пасик оттал, да и все. На свободном. Зря надо было забрать. Как бы пригодился бы в коллекцию. Там Шакил Унил комментирует, что такого сколько его.
Pretty lopsided game to the first half. Los Angeles on top, running away with this one. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Ага, я давно там. Что 2 топовых игры забрал, GTA онлайн. А вот баскетбольчик.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an
incredible. В основу уже продвигаться помаленьку, потому что в запасе сижу. Пошли бегать, чем стоишь, там жестикулируешь. Не сегодня.
That's the kind of take charge attitude they want CJ to have. Attack the D at every opportunity.
Да, конечно. Грубовато сыграл. Такой грязный блокшот.
First free throw is good.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. There's is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Mr. Perfect. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Matthews in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
Ну, так у них арены же большие, там по 20 тысяч мест, можно сказать. Это здесь что-то в игре кажется, что много. Ох, ты хорошо сыграл. А тогда прорисовка хорошая в игре, графика там мне нравится. Вот они бывают тупят, блин, начинают водиться, блин, все, и в итоге с трешки, с дальних бросают. Как классно играет.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Lakers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Eric Pascal comes in for Rudy Gay.
Ну, ЕТС-ку можно.
Jefferson in for Norman Powell.
Знаю, как там граф, говорил, вечером придет. Да. Да, броски косячные. Ну верни, вот же стоял. Надо сразу, блядь, посуну попросить. А, ну у меня тоже через час уже сегодня будет пятница. Твою мать, я думал, они отобрали, блин. Вдвоем стоят, что-то.
And he can't stop the run as he misses. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 8.
А, ну мне на час меньше.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Попал, блин.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Репутация в клубе пока маленькая у меня, поэтому вещи не пасы мне не, ну, когда как даю. А мне, почитай, во всех баскетболах примерно одно и то же развитие сюжета. Я запасной, там туда-сюда, блин. А потом уже в основу, когда ставят, все, они прям четко пасики дают. Можно было не бежать. Не, выходной за. Ух ты, твою мать, а кто под кольцом-то, блядь? Ну, можно было во второй половине дня начать. Принять кольцо просрали вообще. Трешку не успею пойти бросить. Опять 75, нормальный счет. Ну, четвертая четверть заканчивает. Прекращай давай. Тоже красивый блокшот. Там перса раскачать, чтобы у меня как инвалид не бегал.
Pushing it up, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Но, да, без спорта. Днем только можно, вечером. Берем двумя руками, на было одной. Бросай.
The free throw drops for Dudley. Both free throws good from Dudley. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Little.
Твою мать. Вот скочила, блин. Ну да.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Now here's Dudley. He's guarded close. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times.
Он бежал, бежал, остановился, блин. Ему только хотел пасу дать. Он сразу на 5 ускорился.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major.
Ой, хорош. Четко прям хорош. Красава. Сейчас еще Энтони Дэвис поправится, и все, и команда вся в сборе будет. Еще одного звездного игрока в команде, вот Леброн Джеймс, только его Энтони Дэвис, у него травма.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Lillard from outside. Caruso grabs the miss. Passes it to Mr. Perfect.
Хрен вам, один хрен вам. Мяч посочился. Четко, четко.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Чувак в шоке, прям тренер кипиш поднял. Давайте бонусный бросок. Да, с игры больше забиваю. Бросает 3 секунды. Что я там набрал? 14 часов, пойдет. Ценка, блин, прям отлично.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
Это надо здесь свою компанию регистрировать в ЭТС. Не пробовал пока что. Так, Сакраменто Кингс, потом Сан-Антонио Спёрс, Хьюстон Рокетс, Голден Стейт Warriors, Феникс Санс, Денвер Наггетс. Все-таки соперники вот. Голден Стейт поопаснее, Феникс. Для таких особо-то сильных пока что нет.
I try to be very creative with anything I do with 2K, you know, when it comes to shoes or uniforms, it really.
Ну, что-то знакомое в это.
We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a decent...
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles.
А что, на лучшие тески, что ли?
It's LeBron James, and it's Harrell in at the center position. And for Sacramento, they've got Harrison Barnes, Rashawn Holmes out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Fox in at the point guard position.
Что такое стоит?
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Greg, how hard is it?
Хочу в основу. Так, что там? О, это как у них этот праздник называется? Зелененький. Этот. Футбол. Ты хорош. Да, хрен вам. А, что-то я читал, ну там можно грузы, да, свои создавать. Вроде что-то слышал. Не, на одного убрал, второго прошел, что-то третий помешал мне. Зараза. Бонусный бросок, пожалуйста. Стадион мне помехи типа создает. О, слава богу. Что-то зашло. Мы еще и по счету проигрываем один мяч. Нехило. Ну, да, точно, спасибо, что напомнил. Но я говорю, что знакомое. О, пасеки пошли. Если там 3-секундная зона под кольцом. О, Кузьма хорош. Но этот Need for Speed World, ты хочешь, можешь скачать. Гонки онлайн бесплатные. Там карта совмещенная с Most Wanted 2005 и с Need for Speed Carbon. Так, что, разбираем? О, хорош. Не, она не Steam. Сейчас, погоди. Ссылку тебе скину. Сейчас, секунду. Так, там, группа. Сейчас, секунду. Вот.
Now here's Wright, still looking for his first bucket in this one, and Davis gets it to go.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, and that's all about feel.
And the pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Caruso.
Ну вон между ног мяч выкатнул.
Shot clock at 6. From the arc. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Wright. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
Sacramento shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw drops for Wright. And the Kings making a change here. Guys checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. So the wing on the left. Here's Mr. Perfect. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
Here's Guy. Oh, that's blocked. Montrezl Harrell has been leading the charge for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Нифига у них маскот исполненный.
Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle,
the biggest area of growth will definitely be.
Now having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
he's getting only so many shots per game. So I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Mr. Perfect, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Caruso in at the point.
He's one of the top guys when it comes to those catch-and-shoot jumpers. Kuzma, he loves getting those shots off in a split second.
Right outside, pass to Bagley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a force for him. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
И один, оказывается, штрафные может.
There's no question that Bagley has a ton of talent. Now it's up to him to meet his potential.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Some changes here for the Kings. Green, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Terrence Davis comes in for Barnes. And Lee's subbed in for Halliburton. Fox, the bounce pass. Bagley with the bucket.
He's getting better at orchestrating the offense. I mean, when Fox hits the open man, it brings this team closer together.
To the middle. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Drummond. Kuzma outside. Drummond finds Kuzma. Here's Mr. Perfect. Lakers working the ball around now. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists now tonight. Inside. Here's Bagley. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Bagley's got 7 now in this quarter. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Lakers. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Mr. Perfect. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
All around there. Kuzma's very solid at finding his guys in their spot.
Lakers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Marcus is checked in for Sacramento. Wright comes in for Fox. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The Kings trail by 15. Now, Wright. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. With 4 seconds on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops. And so Wright nails both of them. With 1 on the clock, he can't get that one to fall. And so that brings Lakers lead by 13. And join us right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different. Teams will make substitutions. throw, good. Drummond.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Harkless is out there with Bagley, and there's Davis. Then it's DeJuan Wright, and it's Lee in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Here's Bagley. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 13. And Drummond throws it down.
Wow, you gotta admire the aggression. Drummond leaving no room for error with the nice slam.
59 seconds left to play here in the third. And here is Lee. Wright with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Bagley with the bucket.
Not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Kuzma inside. Davis is there. Drummond trying to get himself free. Count it. Good. Kuzma's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Right, the pass to Davis. Over to the wing. Here's Bagley. And the shot is long.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
It's stolen by Bagley. The pass to Wright. High post, Davis.
And when Kuzma is motivated on defense, it helps big time. He needs to be more consistent on this end.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top. They finish off the third quarter with a tremendous 17-5 run. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfish? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
The Lakers making a switch here.
Так, на трешку встаньте кто-нибудь. На трешку. Мать.
The Lakers with the ball.
И валенка.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. He got Dennis Schroeder. Al Farouk Camino is out there with Morris. Then it's Mr. Perfect. And it's Caruso in at the 2. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance. But really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
So both teams changing it up here. And with the move league-wide for greater representation, some are calling for more diversity in front offices. Chris, some say progress isn't coming fast enough. What do you think?
I think progress hasn't happened fast enough either. Put me on that list. Let me sign that petition. Because even in the coaching ranks, fewer black head coaches this season. You know, teams need to hire the best candidate. No one's saying anything different than that, but the fact of the matter is they're not interviewing some of the best candidates. That's all. There's some of the best candidates in the door, and they should be hired.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will make it 31 victories for them on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Dennis Schroeder.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Лошары.
And the first one at the line is good. Harkless is checked in for DeLon Wright. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Horton Tucker's checked in. That one is no good.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Minu finds Morris. Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Holmes. The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Here's Guy. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Here's Mr. Perfect. Sinks the triple.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up for Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden. This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Так, какой-то спонсор появился вроде. Угу. Так. 30 очков за 50. 30 монет за 50 очков за игру. Можно попробовать присадку брать как-нибудь.
You know, vote for the shoe. It would mean a lot to have my shoe in the game because that lets me know that, you know, my creative.
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA, celebrating diversity and culture, and always up. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin and guys.
Thanks, David. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Jakob Poeltl out there with Johnson. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Murray. And it's Vassell in at the threesome. And for the Lakers, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Matthews. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Jared Dudley. And Harrell's in at the center. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change.
Team swap here for the Lakers. Walker the pass to Russell. Kuzma against Hernan Gomez. Outside, Russell. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. That puts them in the lead. 1:43 left here in the first quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect. Good on the triple.
And you know, Chisholm has a multitude of sports stars and other celebrities as their spokespeople. They added another recently. Junior has come in to represent the brand.
Greg, you have to appreciate Junior's team for seeking out deals like this one with Tissot. He continues to look for opportunities to grow his name. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
First one falls for him. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end-to-end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
The Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Walker taking his time here. Shoots over Kuzma. Off the left rim and out. The Lakers in the lead. Drummond passes to Mr. Perfect. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Los Angeles, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Letting the guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
46 seconds left in the first quarter. Mills passes to Russell. Outside, Walker. Pass to Mills. Shot clock at 6. Yep, it counts.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And they lost that last game by a slim margin, and you can't help but think that if he had a better night at the stripe, the result could have been different.
Yeah, you know, I can't disagree with you on that point. I mean, there were other factors involved as well, but his inability to sink free throws certainly had a big impact. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
Russell feeling it out a bit. The pass to Mills. 16 feet away. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
I picked a lot of people's brains. You know, going into the summer, a lot of guys that
Greg Doom. Team's making some changes here. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself. Accelerates off the screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Matthews out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Harold. Then it's Mr. Perfect. And it's James in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Johnson. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Murray outside. To the middle. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist here tonight. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
And they repeatedly pulled inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
That bucket in no time at all. Matthews has got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Murray outside. Passes it to Johnson. Clock is at 3. Over LeBron. Hurdle, the pass to Vassell. Johnson against LeBron. Offensive rebound. To the paint. And yet again. They grabbed the wrong miss. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Trying to find Shooter. Gets it to him. It's good.
And creating a little separation here.
Да уж, блин. Как отбить, капец. Зажали.
Los Angeles, they had shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. And the Spurs making a change here. Isles checked in. That's good from Schroeder. Spurs trail by 11. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. From deep, Johnson. Johnson missing again. Down low. Here's Mr. Perfect. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 6th assist on the night.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
For 3, Murray. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back up. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. San Antonio, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. On the court right now for the Spurs. We've got Mills. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the foreshore. That one drops for him. Drummond's got 12 points in the game.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Kuzma against Walker. Pass to Hernan Gomez. San Antonio again missing. Lakers leading by 11. Here's Mr. Perfect. It's good for the 7th time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Russell. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs.
Красавцы.
San Antonio retains possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And those are
Только Тимоха может через двоих продираться и забить.
And the Lakers making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Johnson, he's checked in for White. 5 to shoot. And Mills kicks to Hernan Gomez. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hernan Gomez has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Well, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Jakob Poeltl's check in for San Antonio.
And if they continue, Kevin, they're outstanding. Free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
Good. Russell's got 14 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And there's the pass to Horton Tucker. 13 feet away. Drummond passes to Mr. Perfect. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Perfect. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hey, it is never easy guarding Perfect. I mean, he's got so many moves and a lot of ways to get defenders to foul.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 16 seconds left to play in the third. And another 3 for the Lakers.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Outside Russell, Johnson, and Johnson with the stop.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Nobody holds the ball, not even 1,001. You catch it, it's a shot, it's a drive or pass, whatever you got.
Specific instructions from Greg Popovich. If you don't have a clean look, don't have an open lane, move the ball.
Yeah, and the key is fast decision making, and that takes great recognition from all 5 guys in terms of communication. That's really what we call chemistry.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Drummond, Mr. Perfect out there with LeBron James. Then it's Matthews, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. On the free throw, no good. Greg is a young player. One of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
He was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent an infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Here's Russell. Softly drops in the floater. Russell's got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, you look at the floater, it's an effective shot for Russell. But when he doesn't want to go all the way to the rack, you got to have that in your book bag. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Murray, the pass to Russell. Murray against Matthews. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
How about this little nugget, guys? When Murray earned all defensive second-team honors in his rookie year, he became the youngest player in NBA history to make the all-defense team.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for the Lakers. Tucker, the pass to Mr. Perfect. Count that one.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And Mills kicks to Johnson. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Now get ready to vote. We have the 2K21 Shoe Creator Challenge finalists.
There have been so many impressive.
Taking place in the heart of Los Angeles. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche and a Beyond, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Christian Wood all out there with Carter, and it's Nwaba in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Matthews. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Andre Drummond and Harrell's in at the 4 spot. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shot.
Completely new group for Los Angeles. Lakers leading by 8. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Horton Tucker, the pass to Mr. Perfect. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Pass to Olenek. Knocked loose. Leaps for it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. 1:16 left to play here in the first. So off the run, and it's Jeanette.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Pass to House. Poked away. And it's the Lakers on the break. And here comes House, leading the fast break. One-on-one fast break. A wide open look here for Kuzma. And the Lakers check on 2 more.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Rockets trail by 15. Pass to House. There's 25 seconds left in the first. Now the Lakers on the break.
Great dive from Kuzma there, assessing the situation and making the right play.
Keeps him with it. No points in the game yet for him. 1 second left. He can't hit that time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Mr. Perfect out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Marc Gasol. And it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
It's trailed by 19. There's Exum. Six to shoot. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can...
.12 left to play here in the half. And Olynyk kicks to Wall. To the inside, Wood, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they're pushing it up. Here's Horton Tucker. Again, Los Angeles.
That's 10 straight points now, all on fast breaks. They are running wild out here.
Wall passes to Wood. They need this. The kick out to Wall. Offensive rebound. Olynyk trying to break loose. Wood with the bucket. Wood's got 7 points.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backcourt right now? Some hard-earned second chance.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Санек, привет, спасибо большое.
Defensive play, as you'll see, instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Alex Caruso, who's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Rockets making a change here. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Rockets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. 3-second difference between shot clock and gameplay. Out to the right wing. Rocket 6. Here's Wood. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Rockets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
No good on that one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Stolen by Exum. That shot, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the... Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for... A whole new 5 on the floor. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
So on the floor for Houston, Diallo out there with Avery Bradley. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Tate in at the 4-man position.
Ну да, за одного. Карьера игрока. Все верно.
That free throw good from Avery Bradley. Steve, the days of Avery Bradley being a scorer are probably over. I mean, he scored in the mid-teens, we know that, but now I think they value his defense as much as his scoring.
You're right, Kevin. Avery Bradley will rely on his athleticism, especially to get to the rim to score. With his injuries and changing situation, the chances, they just haven't been there. But he's still an effective player.
Ну, да-да-да, это боты. А реальные люди, они в этом стритболе. Здесь же стритбол есть режим. То есть тут, ну, надо карьеру своего персонажа хорошенько прокачать, чтобы в стритболе, ну, для показателей лучше были. И все, и можно 3 на 3 играть в режиме. Так что тема прикольная вообще, стритбол.
Have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Exum, he's checked in for Daniel House.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside Bradley.
Я после работы уставший, правда, не так динамично играет. Ну, завтра лучше будет.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Mr. Perfect. Aminu with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the pass to Diallo. Tate guarded by Kuzma. Kicks it out to Bradley. 5 on the clock. Kept alive by Houston. Olynyk the pass to Exum. Diallo with it. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Even though he lacks length, Olynyk's hustle makes him a threat on second chance opportunities.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
I mean, you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
That's good from Mr. Perfect. Both free throws good from Mr. Perfect. And so here is Houston. It's Bradley on the wing. Passes to Exum. It's Olynyk atop the key. Over Gasol. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Olynyk's got 10 points in the game.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Here's Mr. Perfect, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And let's take now this moment to bring...
Ага, спасибо, Санек, спасибо. Сам играешь в баскетбол? Вы с Эпика забрал? Бесплатно раздавали. Пасик вообще через троих игроков пошел. Четко, четко. Поле мне нравилось в баскетбол играть, но часто мне надоедал. Вот постоянно один баскетбол.
And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Wesley Matthews.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a three-game season series. No question, that's a morale boost.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Mr. Perfect out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Jared Dudley. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And so Brown will bring it up for the Rockets. Outside Wilson. It's Bradley on the wing. Floats one up. A shot off that time. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's covered by Brown. And that one, good.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And Olynyk kicks to Bradley. Back to Olynyk. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
A physical player, Kelly Olynyk.
Ну, Саша, привет, приятного просмотра, спасибо, что пришел. А, по поводу WhatsApp, нет, там просто звук наложен. Озвучка просто наложена была.
And he makes the first.
He was drafted 2 picks ahead of Giannis Antetokounmpo in 2013. Kelly Olynyk has carved out a nice career, though, but it must still give Danny Ainge nightmares.
And he makes both free throws. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Mr. Perfect. From past the arc, trains the three-pointer.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home,
Установи, поиграть, тема прикольная.
and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.
На тренинг сходить и на этом все уже закругляться.
Hey, good to see you. Hey, need some help?
Huddle up, gentlemen. Great win last night. Don't expect our road to get any easier, though. We need to stay focused today so that we can go out there and keep this positive streak going. We're gonna get a lot of shots today. I'm looking to get our shooting percentages back up in the next game. Let's break down into our shooting drills and get some quality work in.
Мы все на тренировке надрали всех. Что ты-то я тему не понял. Ладно, хрен с ним. Можно и зафейлить.
Nice work, fellas. Try to stay a while and get some additional reps in.
Great game.
Ладно, ребят, всем спасибо за просмотр, удачи, давайте до новых встреч. Да-да-да, граф, давай, счастливо, до завтра. Спокойной ночи всем.